Annabelle and Ava Adams. And we're doing multiplying and dividing with negative numbers.
Yeah.
For multiplying, a negative number times a positive, a negative number times a positive number, the negative always takes over, so it'll always be a negative. It will always be a negative number. A negative number times a negative number is a positive number. Okay. Positive times positive times a positive equals a positive. A positive is not, yeah. For dividing, when you divide a positive number by a negative number, you will get a negative number. When you divide two negative numbers, you will get a positive answer. And a positive number divided by a positive number will be a positive number.
Okay, now we'll do some examples.
I think visuals are better, aren't they? Yeah.
Okay, examples. Number 1. This is for multiplying. I'm like writing. Negative 9 times negative what? Negative 9 equals what? Yes, you win the next arena.
81.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a square number.
Good. I was going to ask that, but she got there first.
Okay, good job, Zarina. You get nothing for
And that explains why the square root is
Negative 9.
negative as well. Yeah.
Exactly. Next one is no, you cannot write it. Minus 3 times 9 equals what? Yes, you in the front.
Negative 27.
Yeah. No.
And 27 is a multiple of
3.
3 and 9.
Good job, Shelton.
It's also
And negative
3
3
cubed.
and
And
it's
negative 9.
3 cubed as well. Yeah, good.
And the square root of it, and you use root.
Cube.
It's negative 3.
Fine.
You know what's in it by half?
Okay.
What?
That is.
Oh, so now it's my fault. Be colorful.
I only pick one pen up at a time. I think that's the problem with it.
My
So
turn.
put the red one down.
4 times negative 6 equals what? Not you. Yes, you with the arm up. Okay, you want to say it next? 4 times
Can we go down a bit?
Is it 10?
Bravo! Bravo again.
It's a negative 3.
Look at
4
that.
times 6.
Oh, times 5.
Negative 26. That's like negative 22.
You know, because I thought it was 4 plus 7.
Goodness, you get 24!
Mr. Potts.
Oh!
Plus negative 6 would be 10.
We don't have the answers down on here. Oh, don't be fighting so hard.
So you're negative 2, right?
It was negative 4 plus negative.
Okay.
Oh,
Now we're gonna do. Oh wait, no. It would be negative 14.
So let's bring it
Okay,
back
here we
and
go.
see.
Ready? Here we go. Shush.
don't be negative 2.
No, no, let's see. Somebody who we haven't had before.
It's 72.
Nice. Nice. Wow.
Do division.
Yeah, let's do a couple of divisions.
Okay. -7 divided by 8. Anna. -27.
Write it
Divided
for
by
her.
3. No, divided by 5.
Gee.
Wow,
you guys are so
Wow.
long.
What is that?
It's been 5 minutes.
Well, you're going to anything. Anna? -9, yeah. Yes, Anna, that's a wonderful answer.
Okay, so I think
Wait.
I got
I
5
think
minutes.
it's negative 27 divided by 3. I think it's
Now
that
that's a
right.
division
It's
sign.
negative 2. It's
It was a positive 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I think final one then. Final example.
Use snazzy one.
Don't do a snazzy one.
Yes, snazzy's a very snazzy.
Did you say snazzy?
Snazzy. I know. Wait. That's a minus sign.
What?
I can go. Yes, you almost went to. No, I'm not gonna say that. No, you're.
Anya.
Negative. Wait. Divided by 6?
Yeah.
Negative 6.
Okay.
Negative 6.
You just gave it to
I would put 6.
No, it's 6. No, it's 6.
No, that's negative 36 divided by 6 or
No,
negative.
that's negative 6. It's 6.
What is 6 times 6?
Oh, so it would be 6. You guys don't even know the answer.
How is it 6? Is that negative 6?
Okay, right.
We really
So,
Our turn.
no, not yet. I'm finished. Finished. I want to have a seat, guys. Thank you. Well done. But I'm going to add. No, not on the floor. Right. I'm just going to ask you something. All right. So, division is like writing a fraction, yeah. So if I do negative 6 divided by 3, if I write it like that, it's the same as 6 divided by 3. Negative 6 divided by 3. And what's the answer?
Negative 2.
Okay.
Negative 2.
Now, what if I do 6 divided by negative 3? Negative 2 again. What if I do 6 divided by 3, but just say make the whole thing negative? Over? Nope. 50-50. It's not 2, so it must be 6.
Because you have to do the 6 divided by 3 and then you make it
Yeah,
negative.
exactly. So you remember that brackets and things. Right, this leads us to a question about fractions, okay, which someone asked the other day, and actually it was a year, an ID 1 student, so it's good that we're starting now. They said, does it make a difference where you put the negative sign if you have a negative fraction? Now, you have seen that 6 over 3 is like a fraction, right? So do I not get exactly the same thing if the negative is on the top, the bottom, or just in front?
Yes, you guys do it.
It is all the same. So, for instance, if I wanted to write negative 1/3, and someone said to me, where's the negative on the 1 or the 3? I would answer, it doesn't matter. Because negative 1 divided by 3 or 1 divided by negative 3 it's all the same. Yeah?
I do not
Right,
have it.
should we not disrupt the lesson, Imogen? Right, Serena, you had a question.
Yes, okay. So, 4 take away negative 3
So we've changed topic for
equals 7. So then, would 4 take away negative 6?
It's 10.
10.
So you
But-
add
minus 4 add negative 6.
equals 10.
Negative 2.
Wait, because
Oh, it's negative 4. Never
Because
mind.
if you think about people doing,
I thought if it was 2 negatives,
Right.
if you're doing 4, which is like air, so you're going to be up, and then take away mass, so that's going to make you go up even more.
I get that one. I still get the negative.
So what we're saying here, right, the
Negative.
one thing that you're trying to do, which I did say that's not, you're thinking 2 negatives make a positive, yeah? Which works with multiplying and dividing, but we have to be a little bit more careful when we add and subtract. So if we subtract a negative, it's like adding 4 add 6. But the 2 negatives in the question, here and here, they don't count the same as having 2 negatives next to each other. So this is like I start at negative 4, but I add negative 6. Alright?
So you add 6.
So I start on my number line, I start at negative 4, right? So below 0. If I add, it means I'm supposed to go up, but actually I'm adding mass, weight, because it's a negative if we're doing a hot air balloon, it means we actually go down. So another way to remember it was to say, well, if you are doing something with a negative number, you do the opposite. But whatever happens here, this is just the starting number. It doesn't do anything to this and this. Alright? So for instance, 7 add negative 6. You still do the same thing. You just start at 7 instead. Alright? So this negative here,
So that would be 13.
Negative 13.
I start at... No.
No, it's negative 1.
It's 1, isn't it?
I mean 1.
You're adding
I meant 1.
Yeah, but like you add 7.
So, hang on, yeah, still. We start at 7.
Because the 4 one.
No, the difference is that we start at a different number. So 7 add negative 6 is like just doing, well, if it's a negative, you take this sign and you do the opposite. So we do 7 subtract 6, and the answer is 1. Like here, it was a bit messy, sorry. Let me extend the page. Negative 4 add negative 6. Well, instead of thinking it, if you're not quite happy with the hot air balloon, it's like, well, I just start at negative 4, but instead of adding negative 6, I do negative 4 subtract 6.
Because
And the answer is,
Why wouldn't you subtract negative?
because I'm adding negative 6. So if I deal with a negative number, what I can do, if you think of it as a shortcut, I can do the opposite of add, which is subtract. But then this is no longer the negative. Right, okay, just I'm aware, lots of you have got lots of different methods, but I think sometimes that's confusing. So I'll let you discuss it amongst yourselves, and we'll get on with the next.
I discussed it among
Okay, good.